Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. We're going to be reacting to scary stories, so yeah. We're ready.
I'm not. Stop touching it.
As if the guy wanted us to watch him commit suicide or possibly kill us. Well, I don't know, but that was some serious madhouse shit, and I would never ever forget what happened.
Okay, this one is called Black-Eyed Woman. Hold on, we're gonna make it scary.
He was old at the time. It was a horrible event.
I'm tired of holding
I lived in Texas, but my family decided to go to California during the summer of 2015. It wasn't going to be a long time, so my family of six
Momo.
stayed at my aunt's house. One night, my parents went to a party. Both my brothers and I didn't want to go, so we stayed behind. My aunt's daughter stayed with us too. It was around 6 p.m. My parents said they were coming back around 2 a.m. Hearing that gave me goosebumps, since we were staying at a two-story house. I've always been scared of two-story houses for this reason. As soon as our parents left, we all decided to eat snacks. Well, we wanted to, but there weren't any. My cousin asked us if we wanted to go to the store with her. Since she was already 19, she could drive by herself. My brother said yes, but I told him I do want snacks, but I don't want to go. I thought that my brothers would want to stay behind too, since they were just 2 years older than me. But instead, they just said, okay. They all left without me. I was all alone. 15 minutes in, I was sitting on the couch playing on my iPad. Suddenly, I heard a sound coming from upstairs. I decided to check what it was, but as soon as I started to go up the stairs, a glass cup fell down the stairs. I ran to my uncle's room and hid inside the closet.
Oh God.
After 2 minutes of hiding, the lights in the room started flashing. I could see it from the crack under the door. I wanted to text my brother, but I left the iPad on the couch. Soon after, I heard another sound from upstairs. Well, that's how I knew that whatever was doing all the scary stuff was definitely upstairs. I decided to run out of the house, and then tried to ask the next door neighbors to let me into their house for a bit. But before I could, I checked the upstairs window when I got outside, and I saw a figure in one of the rooms. It was a clear image since it was barely 7 p.m. The figure was definitely the creepiest thing I've ever seen in my life. I saw a woman with a black dress. She was pale and had dark eyes. It was as if she accidentally messed up her makeup and got
I know her,
makeup all around her
but I
eyes.
forget her name.
She also looked kind of like a nun. I stood there, watching her for like 10 seconds. And then I saw a car driving in from the side. I moved near the garage and the car came closer. It parked at the house. I realized it was my cousin with both of my brothers. I was relieved. They asked me why I was outside, and I said I wanted to take a picture of the house from outside. I didn't tell them the truth. I didn't have my iPad when I said this. Once we got inside the house, I followed them upstairs. I was obviously behind them because I was scared. Nothing happened the rest of the day until that night. It was 10 p.m. It was raining. I just wanted to see the thunder, so I moved the curtains to look out the window. A bit of light came in because of the lightning. And that's when I saw it again. The figure was in the neighbor's parkway, just staring at the house. I will never forget that night, no matter how hard I try. Sometimes, while I'm having fun, I'll stop and remember, and the thought always ruins my day. The thought that the woman from that night might always be out there, looking for me.
Oh my gosh. Okay, that one
Was the black-eyed woman?
Yeah, that one was the black-eyed woman. Comments down below. We're gonna do 3 of these videos because they're only like 5 minutes long. 3 or 4 minutes long. And comment down below which one you think is the scariest. Okay, let's see what the next one's called. Hey Jade, no, don't unpause it. Turn the light off first. The Cottage Horror Story Animated.
True.
Cheez-It.
Jesus.
I was going on a family road trip with my parents and siblings. My brother was 16 at the time, and my half-sister was 21. I don't completely remember where we were going or where we stayed since it was almost...
That's almost the same car as the last one.
All
Yeah.
I remember was that we rented a cottage in a small village. Next to the village was a lot of mountains surrounding the community, and there were probably only 20 houses in the village. Next to the cottage was a small lake big enough to float on, and to the right of the little lake was a small shed.
Can it like grow?
The shed was very old, and its ceiling had been poorly repaired.
We're trying to prop it up.
Growing all over,
Here.
So if we move it, it's fine.
not seem scary.
Nothing
The
wrong.
door was wide open,
That's fine.
and the place we were staying
Yeah,
at was
there we
all fenced off with a really high fence. This probably meant that no one would be able to come into our property.
Ow.
Later that
That was
same
hard.
day, my brother and I decided to check it out since we had nothing else to do other than swim in the lake before dinner. Bear in mind, this happened in the winter, meaning it would get dark much earlier than in the summer. We walked up towards the shed, and as we walked towards it, we realized that a source of light was shining through the ceiling. It didn't seem like it was a normal ceiling light, but was almost like a torch. We saw the light slowly move around in between the cracks of the shed. Then, in one sudden motion, the light randomly pointed at us. My brother and I were petrified by the situation. We both looked at each other with blank expressions. Our parents were in the lounge watching TV, so they wouldn't be able to hear us at all if we cried out for help. I don't like to be cliche, but my big brother is a very strong person, emotionally, physically, and mentally. So I was surprised when I saw his lower lip tremble out of the corner of my eye. I thought he was going to protect me by telling me what to do, but instead he just stood there, frozen, like me, with a petrified face as the bright light blinded us through the gaps between the walls of the sheds in what felt like an eternity. Suddenly, the light switched off. A small sense of relief hit me as the light turned off, but I was still scared for my life. Because the light was shining on our faces for so long, our eyes were not used to the dark. When we tried to escape by running in the opposite direction towards the cottage, we couldn't see where we were going. Then, as if the situation couldn't get any worse, we heard a loud shuffling sound coming from the shed. We could hear the sound starting to crescendo as we ran silently towards the cottage. The sound was getting louder and louder. Soon after, I could just make out a hollow voice coming from behind us. I hesitantly looked behind me. To my horror, I saw a middle-aged man standing next to the shed with a flashlight in his hand. His hands were covered in what looked like blood, and his hair was greasy as if he never showered once in his life. He had a long beard that looked tangled and disgusting. In a faint voice, he said, "Come here, child. I have many toys in here. Do you want to play some games with me?" He said this with a creepy smile and eyes wide open without blinking. He looked as if he was talking to me. I instantly screamed as loud as I could, and my brother grabbed my hand with dear life as we sprinted back into the cottage. We told our parents what happened, and I hugged my brother and sister with tearful eyes. They didn't believe us at first because they were so shocked by the situation and so confused. But when they saw the monstrous man's face pressed up against the window with a bloody butcher's knife in his hand, they screamed in horror and immediately called the police. The police were nearby since it was a small town, but as the sirens came, we saw the man run back to his shed, and unfortunately, they never caught him. They asked us what he looked like and what he said to us. The police told us that a girl that looked similar to me and was roughly the same age as me was murdered last month because of that man we saw from the shed. I can't imagine what would have happened if we stayed in a busy town that weekend, or if the police didn't make it in time. I am now scared to go near sheds after that incident, and I will never be the same. A situation like this has not happened since, but I really hope that man is either caught or is being chased by the police, because those few moments scarred me for life.
Nope. Oh my gosh.
That one was
kinda
a
scary.
little more scary. And the room's dark right now, so you can't really see.
Yeah. And I'm about to fall asleep. I'm like so tired.
Okay, this is the last video.
Yeah.
Jerry, turn off the light.
Someone tried to break into the shed.
House.
I am a 16-year-old girl. Years ago, in the summer, I left my place in the city to visit my aunt and uncle's house in the suburbs of New Jersey. I mainly went to hang out with my cousin. Let's call her Kate. My cousin and I are 3 years apart. My aunt and uncle both worked in Manhattan. One day, my aunt and uncle decided to attend a party after work. During the day, Kate and I went down to the street to her friend's house because they had a pool. We spent all day swimming. When we walked back to her house, it was around 4 p.m. It was still sunny out. All of a sudden, Kate's phone stopped working. Nothing to worry about. I still had mine and it was brand new. We spent another hour outside and figured it was time to call my aunt to tell her we were okay. On the steps, I pulled my phone out, but it was not working. We took the battery out, put it back in, but still nothing. With no way to call my aunt, we just went inside the house. It was maybe 5 p.m.
That's creepy.
Kate's older sister, Julie, a high schooler, was spending the night at her friend's house, so we were all alone. In the living room,
Why
we
is
put the
it
two sofas
smiling?
together as we normally did when I slept over. We were both tired and ready to sleep. We had been left alone like this a lot of times, so it didn't faze us. The house is big and gets pitch
Oh
black.
god, that's creepy.
All of a sudden, we heard a big bang that sounded like brass or metal coming from across the hall. We got up and checked Kate's room. Nothing had fallen. We went back to the living room to sleep. Maybe 2 hours later, we heard another bang coming from the room. We checked again. Nothing had fallen. This time, we were a little unnerved. We went
Was
back
that doll
to
there?
and shortly
The doll
a bang
had
a third
fell.
time coming from
The doll
main
fell,
room.
right?
But
We
it
were
doesn't
nervous.
sound like that.
Comment down
We went
below.
on opposite sides of the hallway and walked in the room this time like a little SWAT team. Everything was intact.
The doll moved!
Doll moved.
See, I'm not crazy.
Sat up
Yeah.
on sofas and saw a shadow coming from the basement.
Oh
The basement had no door. It was just open.
my god.
We called out for Kate's parents, and if they were home, they would have said something. Their driveway was empty. Their car wasn't there. We were terrified. Kate and I grabbed knives, and we just stayed down on the kitchen floor. Nothing happened. After another hour, we went back to the sofas. We woke up to the sound of a girl screaming, "Help me!" We sprang up and heard someone banging on the door, but we were too petrified because we saw another shadow next to the shadow from earlier.
Oh shit.
We just made sure the door was locked and went back to the sofa. After 30 minutes, we were woken up again, but this time to a police car and ambulance lights coming through from the living room windows. We were exhausted and went back to sleep. Sometime during the early morning, Kate's parents came home. We were sleeping and heard a huge bang coming from Kate's room.
The doll probably
This
moved.
time, my uncle came up from the basement, which is where my aunt and uncle's room was. He was holding one of his metal bats. He was ready to protect us. With my uncle in front of us, we all went into the room. Nothing was
That's all.
We knew we weren't crazy because even Kate's parents heard it. We never could explain what happened that night. The next morning, both Kate and my phone started working. After that day, I hated going to their house. I believe their house is haunted.
Doll.
Either that or someone was trying to come inside because they knew their car wasn't in the driveway and they thought they could break in.
You.
Okay, guys, I think we're gonna do one more. Oh, sorry for the ad.
Yeah, I love these.
Okay. The Empty Dark Parking Lot Horror Story.
My name is Jasmine.
Oh,
One
hi,
night, my
Jasmine.
girlfriend and I were getting ready
Her
because
name's
we were gonna
Jasmine.
head out for a night of fun.
Oh,
We got in the car, and I don't know what got into us, but we were feeling very flirty and decided to park at a parking lot to do our thing. We were in the car doing our thing. I was on her in the driver's seat, while she had the seat reclined. When we were moving around, I accidentally honked the horn with my butt. Hope that didn't draw any attention to
I'm
us.
gonna
She
replay
said,
that.
"It's okay."
Replay that. Replay that. That's funny.
I looked at my girlfriend and told her. I was on her in the driver's seat, while she had the seat reclined. When we were moving around, I accidentally honked the horn with my butt. I looked at my girlfriend and told her. Hope that didn't draw any attention to us. She said, "It's okay. It's like 1 a.m. I doubt anyone is awake." So we continued. I kid you not. 3 minutes later, I put my head up to fix my hair and looked to my right. What I saw made my stomach drop. There was a man on his knees, just watching us. I quickly jumped off my girlfriend into the passenger side, screamed and told her to drive off. As my girlfriend was trying to figure out how to put the seat up, the man got up and put his hands up.
Oh, God.
I got the most sickening feeling when I saw his hands were covered in blood. My girlfriend quickly locked the car door and got ready to drive off. Then the man told us, "Don't panic." I told my girlfriend to step on it, and when she did, I just remember looking back, seeing the police get all mad and quickly walk away from the area. As we were driving off, I was sitting there asking myself if he
We were
murdered someone.
doing it, and
Could he be hurt? So my
And
girlfriend
my
decided to
butt
drive back
hit
to see what the fuck happened. I didn't want to, but I thought maybe he needed help. When my girlfriend and I went back, we saw 2 cop cars pass the area, coming from different directions. We were looking at each other, trying to figure out what was going on. When we drove back into the parking lot, he was gone. I don't know what he needed or why he had blood on his hands. But ever since that night, I always made sure my car door is locked. And now I carry a
And no
taser.
I sort of want to watch that part again.
And no
Can we
having.
watch that part again? That was funny. And my butt hit a boo-boo.
Okay, so I think we're going to do just 2 more because we officially love these horror stories.
Yeah, but I want to watch that thing again. That was
Okay,
fun.
we'll watch it at the end of the video.
And my butt hit the...
Chat. Hey guys.
Hold on. Pause it. It says, "Hey guys, I have noticed when we are working that night shift and when two Congress are put together during the weekend, we have nothing to talk about."
Oh God, I hate that noise.
Well, the
that
night shift is long, to be honest. There isn't much to talk about. You guys can read it.
Yeah.
Stop. Stop it! I hate you.
Yeah, Jade.
Stop, Jay.
Yeah, I was just doing it and I stopped and then you did it.
Shh.
Because you don't listen. I was doing it to be funny, but you weren't.
Who are you? Is this good?
Yes, Goob. Hi, Goober. Our doggy's in here. See? Are you pretty sure it's Goob now? Slobber.
That's the first time Shelly texted.
It says.
You said it. Yeah, it said. Oh, that's a shift. Button. Oh my God.
Oh, guys.
Oh. Ja.
Okay, guys, I'm so sorry, but the rest of it's confidential. Go to this video and watch it.
28-hour story animations.
Okay, let's watch the next one.
And it says a lot of bad words in that one.
A mystery key.
Master key.
Oh yeah, master key.
Okay, here's the next one.
That's the game.
Oh no, my eyes are out of shade now.
And putting it in his cupboard. And then they saw Steve walking on the same floor where apartment 34 is based in. Then they saw Steve come back to the reception with his shirt a little bloody, and he wore a waistcoat to cover it up. When they took his fingerprints and DNA, they found that the deceased male was covered with Steve's fingerprints and DNA. All Steve could say was that he was trying to cause a conversation to happen.
Oh my god.
Well, to begin with, it all started last month. I was leaving school alone. It was a normal day, nothing out of the ordinary. As I was leaving, I saw a man in his 50s. He was wearing a black
He's in his
jacket and
50s?
a pair of ugly old basketball shorts.
Ew.
He looked so
Zoe
gross.
Laverne added
After
to
a
their
couple of
story.
minutes, I was finally
Oh,
home.
okay,
I
I'll
was listening to music the whole time, and I didn't realize that the man was following me. He was even holding a camera towards my bedroom window. I freaked out, but I still tried to stay calm. As I was locking the door, I checked the window and the man was still there holding his camera and smiling.
Ew.
I told my mom, so she called the police, but they didn't find anything. They even asked me to describe him to an artist so that they could have his face, but nothing. I wouldn't tell you this story if it didn't happen just last week. I was finishing a private guitar lesson at my teacher's house when something caught my eye. It was a picture of her and her husband. Then I realized that my stalker was her husband. I took my bag, made up an excuse, apologized, and left the house. She was shocked when she saw me running. Soon after, I opened my bag and almost passed out. There was an envelope full of my pictures. Pictures of me changing in my bedroom. I immediately called my mom, crying as I explained the situation. She called the police, and after a couple of minutes, they arrived. My mom did as well. They went into my teacher's house, asked her several questions about her husband, and asked about any strange activities. She stayed quiet. After searching the house, they found other pictures of multiple girls. After they caught him, they discovered that he had a bad history, which included rape and sexual assault. Now he is in prison, but I'm still afraid that someone like him will go a step further.
Oh my gosh.
We're doing another one.
Two Home Alone horror
30
story.
years old, and this story took place when I was 13. My mother was a single mom, and she had to work 2 jobs. She worked at a grocery store in the morning and a bar at night. So I was home alone a lot, but it was okay because I was used to it. I could cook myself some dinner and walk back and forth to school. I was a pretty responsible
I think she's
kid for my
trans.
age. One night, I was watching TV while eating ice cream, and someone knocked at the front door. I was wondering who it could be, as my friends never came out this late and my mom would always use her key to get in. I opened the door,
You stupid.
and it was a man standing there with his hands in his pockets.
Cause it was
I
good.
said hello,
What a knife.
and replied, "Hello, young lady. Are your parents home?" Stupidly, I said no. My mom isn't home right now. You have to come back tomorrow. He then said with a surprised smile on his face, "Oh, you're all alone, huh?" I said, yeah, I am. He replied with, okay, young lady. Have a nice night. Don't get into any trouble. He then walked away and I closed the door. He seemed friendly, but also weird
She
at
didn't
the same
lock it.
time. He was a little funny looking though. He was
She
balding
locked
and
it.
had 70 styles glasses on, with a mustache and bags under his eyes like he never slept. About 10 minutes passed, and there was another knock at the door. I got up to answer it, but before I opened the door, something told me to put the chain on. I don't know why, but my gut told me to do that. It was strange because we really didn't use the chain. But I'm glad I did because as soon as I opened the door, it was pushed open, but abruptly stopped by the chain. Before I could even say or do anything, I looked through the crack of the door to see the same man again. And he said in a startled voice, oh, hey there. I just wanted to make sure you were okay. As he stuttered. It was like he knew he failed getting inside the house and tried to play off any suspicion by speaking quickly and making it seem like he didn't just obviously try coming into the house. I said, I'm fine, thanks, and I shut the door. At that time, I didn't really understand the situation or the dangers of what just happened. But still, I was a bit freaked out and wanted my mom to come home soon. An hour went by, and I was still thinking about what happened, so I started to watch a movie, trying to keep my mind occupied, when I heard,
hey, let me in quick. I gotta tell you something.
this was the scariest situation
Butthole!
of my life.
He got in the mailbox.
I shouted, leave me alone. The letterbox closed. Then the man started banging on the front door, screaming, let me in, you little shit. I just stood back crying, praying he doesn't get in. He eventually gave up and left.
The dog
My
is
mom
way
came
too
home
scared,
about
so he
30
left.
minutes later, just to find me crying. And I told her everything that happened. We told the police, but they never found this guy.
Me and you.
And I think how grateful I am that I had
That's
the
funny.
feeling to put the chain on the door. I hate to think what that man would have done if he had managed to get in.
That's why I don't sleep with my window open. Oh, please. Shoot. Man.
Oh God. Okay, you guys want to do one more? Okay.
My dead grandmother gave me a locket.
That's
I
creepy.
have a true story from when I was younger. I was walking home from school one day, I was in year 11, and saw something weird. I saw a face which seemed familiar to me, but I didn't know how. Later, I was sat in my room, and I must have fallen asleep. I had a strange dream where my grandmother, who had passed away before my birth, came to visit me in my room. We had a very pleasant conversation in which she said that she wanted to give me something. I had no idea what this thing was, but I must have agreed to take it. I don't remember exactly what happened next, but I knew it was morning by the way that my mother was calling me to get up for school. I did my normal morning routine, except I didn't put on my glasses, which was strange as I need them to see. Anyhow, I went downstairs to the bathroom and then went into the living room. My mom was in the kitchen making breakfast. I sat in the living room waiting for her to be ready, and as she came in with my tea and cereal, she took one look at me and dropped everything. I thought it was because she had seen me without my glasses, but she wasn't really looking at my face. She was looking at my neck. Somehow, during the night, a small gold locket had been placed around it. I was told that the locket had been lost before I was born, and that no one knew where it had gone or what it contained. I never even had seen this locket before, but my mom knew of it as she'd seen pictures of my grandmother wearing it. So, little by little, everything started to fall to place. The person I had seen, or at least thought I saw, must have been a glimpse of my gran. To this day, I still have the locket. I tried to return it to my mom, but she said the locket wasn't given to her, and that it was given to me for safekeeping. I still have so many questions about it, like...
This one's not
why
that
was it given
scary.
all these years? Or why was it given to me? But
We should watch it.
I'll keep it with me always,
Oh no.
as a good luck charm.
Remember, we had to go back to that thing where the butt hit the horn.
Okay, y'all. So we have to go back to the butt.
Yeah, the whole video is funny, bro.
Where's the butt? I can't find the butt.
I think you passed it. You passed it.
Yeah, I passed my butt.
No, you passed. It was back. It's back. It was right there. Hold on.
Don't know what got into us, but we were feeling very flirty and decided to park in a parking lot to do our thing. We were in the car doing our thing. I was on her in the driver's seat while she had the seat reclined. When we were moving around, I accidentally honked the horn with my butt. I looked at my girlfriend and told
Wait,
her
hold on.
Let's show Mammal that.
she had the seat reclined. When we were moving around, I accidentally
That's a horrible. Let's go show Mammal that.
Okay.
I looked at my girlfriend
Well-
and told her, "Hope that didn't draw any attention
Okay.
to it."
That's the end of our video. I'm sorry it was so long today. Bye. Yeah, bye.